Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. Well, another good week for us. Getting out of the cannabis stocks uh, after them having a big early part of the week and then a big decline on Friday. Uh, just numerous things. We were out of MP Materials a couple of weeks ago. I have some rating changes today and a few actually. So with that, let's get into it. So the S&P 500, I'm still bearish. The S&P was able to uh, close up a little less than 1% on the week. However, I still have a big negative divergence on our relative strength index here. So as all these higher highs have been hitting, we're getting lower highs, saying that the underlying strength of the market is weakening, meaning smart money is getting out. So still bearish on the S&P 500. Okay, so here's the first rating change. Going from buy to neutral on silver, the ETF SLV. And we initiated, we're getting out at 34.50 with a gain of 16.75 on this last move up. But we've made money on other parts of this advance. What has me concerned is the bullish channel here. Here's support, here's resistance. We hit our head on it, we backed off right away. Is that enough to get neutral on something as long-term bullish as I am on silver? The long-term chart still says there's a lot of upside. I believe on the monthly chart, the price projections about 60. But again, nothing goes in a straight line, and you can see how, some of these dips can be pretty dramatic. So when I look at the actual silver's futures chart, uh, right now we're hitting our head-on resistance. So it means that things should come down a little bit. But what's really driving, and I think this is just a pullback. I'm expecting a pullback. Nothing too dramatic now, but what has me concerned is the fact that, going back to our Elliott wave theory, which believes that trends or cycles go in waves of five. Well, we got one, two, three, four, five. So we should have an A, B, C correction. You can see we have this gap down here. Gaps normally get filled. And so I'm just going to take this opportunity. If you look at sentiment also, like uh, the in the um, in the futures reports, the non-reportables, the small traders, they're at a really, really, really bullish uh, position, and those are people like me that are usually wrong. Uh, the small, the small traders are the ones that the big commercials pick on. So when the non-reportables, the small guys, are really, really bullish on something, that usually means it's some sort of a top. So anyway, I'm going to step outside of this for a little bit, and I'm sure I'll be back to this. It also hit our price projection of our inverse head and shoulders here. The left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, the neckline, 31.5. It's exceeded that by quite a bit. So anyway, I'm going to step back with a nice gain. And this is the relative strength chart. So this is silver, the ETF SLV versus the S&P 500. So when it's going up, it means silver's outperforming the U.S. stock market. And that's why I've been so bullish on commodities, because they've been outperforming for a year and a half or so. So I just wanted to show you that it's the same for platinum. It was the same for copper prior to the big drop. So that's silver. China, I'm going from buy to neutral. And why am I doing that? Because again, I'm longer term bullish on China. I just what I don't like are these three higher highs that we've seen, and we have lower highs on our RSIs. So we have um, a big negative divergence. And so, again, I'm expecting some sort of a correction. What? I'm not sure, but that's what I'm doing for the time being. I'm going to, one thing is being bearish the market, the US stock market, and seasonality going into the heart of weak seasonality over the next 6 weeks or so. Uh, Whenever I watch, the Shanghai index can be up and the US stock market can be down, and FXI is always down if the US stock market is down. So I think, it doesn't totally track perfectly. And again, I think this is a place to take a step back. Now, here's where we initially got bullish. Then I went neutral here. Then I went bullish again. And here we are going neutral. So we've had a gain of 41% in, I don't know, about a year. So that's a really nice return. I don't want to give it back. I'm going to look for a better spot to get bullish China again. Horizon, this looks fine. Keeping our buy rating. It had a big week up 1.75% on Friday, but for the week it was up quite a bit. So the price projection based on this pattern is 50. So we still got what, 15% potentially, and you also have a nice dividend. 44, 6, uh, yeah. Okay. Still buy on Verizon, still buy on Exelon. Here we are, the big descending triangle with the descending resistance line, the flat bottom. Here's where we went long. Prices got up really close to our price projection based on this pattern, um, and then had a pretty good correction. And this was kind of the line in the sand. If it broke this, I was going to get stopped out. Right now, that's not an issue, so I'm monitoring this closely. I'm expecting one more higher high. Maybe we get a negative divergence at that point, and that would be the time for me to exit Exelon. Tan Solar had a huge day on Friday, up almost 9%. Here's the bigger pattern is potentially super bullish for solar stocks, like really big potential upside. This is a daily chart. This is a 6 month chart, 7 months chart. And here we got a bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern, like a man or woman hanging upside down. We got the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, the neckline. We had a nice breakout and a retest. And now it's been dancing on the neckline, and then it broke out really well on Friday. Last week, or wait, it was actually with the cannabis stocks when I went neutral. Which one of my recommendations could be the next? I suggested solar, and I got lucky. So we got our buy stop at 35.5. Nowhere to get a better stop on that yet. Platinum, the ETF, PPLT, the big pattern, 3 year, 3.5 year symmetrical triangle suggested 144. We got up to about 133, and then we had a big pullback. I'm expecting another higher high here, closer to our price projection. I'm not selling this because we got confirmation on that high. When we hit that high, we got a very overbought condition showing strength. And now we're getting a pullback. I'm expecting one more higher high and maybe a negative divergence here that will tell us to sell. But again, my reward to risk is not so favorable here as it was when we originally purchased it. So, we're in this at 82. So yeah, and so I'm raising my stop. My stop was way down here at 87.5, and I'm raising it all the way up to 117. And so I think we're in a good position right now, and that is that. IEF, this is just a grinder. It's not, it's not hurting us. It's definitely helped us. We have an bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern. The price projection was 100, and we're grinding this. So here's where I purchased. Originally had my stop there, then I raised my stop here, then up to 92, and now up to 93.50, I believe it is, 93. So again, we're going to protect our gains, and IEF still looks okay. For cash, what am I doing with all the cash that I sell? I've been putting a lot in T-bill, TBIL. It's the 1 to 3 month Treasury ETF. It pays, I'm not sure exactly. I know it's over 4% and it gives you a twelfth of that each month. So it's a good place to be parking some cash. And thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends and family. I will be initiating on a couple other things. If I get to it, there's something I'd like to initiate on tonight. Have a great evening. Good trading to you tomorrow. I'll be in touch. Adios.